All right, welcome back. The 2024 Sheepdog CCP Championship is over. I keep wanting to say National Championship. I know it's not, but that's kind of what I want to talk to you about. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the match a little bit. So the scores are up on Practice Score, and it looks like there was about a total of about 200 shooters. Although 9 of those, from what I can tell, look like gear check failures. They're still reported in the results, but yeah, gear check failures. Total, there are 11 DNS. I'm not sure. I think the rest of that 9 plus 11 are DNFs at the bottom, but can't really tell. Only 60 Qs, so that's not bad. I don't know. I think there was more than that at Nationals this year. Yeah, so those are just a few of the things I look at when I'm looking at matches I haven't gone to. This is the 5th year in a row that I haven't gone to the Sheepdog. It's not that I wouldn't or that I don't want to. I would love to, but it's always in December, and I know the weather's nice down there, but it's not here in Washington. And getting over there is kind of, especially this time of year, like it's right before Christmas. Like we're about to leave for the Christmas holiday here in less than a week, and yeah, I don't think that the missus or the rest of the family would be too happy if I took off in the middle of December to go to that match. But God, I would really love to. So if you're the Sheepdog guys and you want to run it, I don't know, in the middle of the year sometime, like, no, don't do that. Not to just accommodate me. Some of the finishers, first place marksman was a guy named Justin Hubbard. Haven't met Justin, but well done there. First place sharpshooter, Micah McLean. First place expert, Chris Brown. Zach Mitchell. First place master, and of course division champion Austin Peru. He's been kicking ass and taking names in CCP for as long as I've been around. It's probably like 4 or 5 years at least, probably longer than that. I know he's been shooting longer than that. Yeah, so that's the CCP championship, and that, I knew that match was coming up. It's one that I look for the results every year. I'm like, oh, how's things going in CCP? And that got me thinking, because I was listening to to a podcast this week, and it was talking about USPSA and how they kind of run their divisions, and like production division is coming to a slowdown. The same with limited, and so they run 2 or 3 different national championships every year, sometimes 3 or 4, depending on the craziness of what's going on with their administration. But the person I was listening to was saying we should farm that out to some of the area matches, so it could be like the Area 7, championship and the production national championship, so that you're kind of, saving all the work of having to set up its own. I know that, and so that got me thinking, there are plenty of big matches within IDPA. The Rocky Mountain Regional is probably, if not bigger than the national championship anyway, could probably accommodate something like that. So, like I said, that got me thinking, maybe IDPA could do something similar. So I know that IDPA in the past, I think it was all the way back in 2019, so this is pre-pandemic, and I don't know, maybe there's something about the pandemic that's lingering, we can't do this anymore, but I don't remember if it was 2019 or something else, where we had PCC Nationals that was separate from the National Championship. I think it was a World Championship that year. But either way, it was separate, and I know that for a number of years, they had Bug Nationals at the Smith & Wesson range. Now, apparently there was something that went on with the Smith & Wesson range. It closed, and they didn't do it anymore, and the nature of Bug changed. They weren't doing it anymore. But I think that'd be an interesting idea to get more participation into different divisions. Not that we necessarily have to, but for somebody who wants to shoot, wants to take a crack at CCP, it might be cool to go to something like the Sheepdog, and make that into a national championship. Not necessarily. I mean, the Sheepdog is already doing it on its own. It's already making it's big enough to be I'd have to look, but I'm almost certain it's big enough to be. I know it's a level 4, so I can't imagine it'll be too difficult to make it level 5. Just IDP. I think I don't. Somebody's gonna jump in the match administration rulebooks and be like, "You're all wrong. There's so many more." Maybe there is. I don't think so, though. I think that all that it would take would IDPA to say, yeah, that's a national championship. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I think some of the upsides were guys like me, and that are going to travel a lot and are going to shoot. Because I'm always shooting something different. Could train half the year with a dot gun and shoot it at nationals, and then go to, the CCP or the Sheepdog National Championship, or the Pennsylvania State Championship. That's also the Bug National Championship. So I think that possibility just opens it up for more. And then you could really have, I don't want to say the main divisions or the core divisions, but you could have like CO, SSP, ESP, and CCP all in just the national championship, and leave, I'm not saying anybody's division is lesser than anybody else's, but I bet you'd have more people shoot revolvers if it was just like, hey, I'm going to take a crack at revolver because my national championship is already over with. So now I'm just going to try it. And I would do it. I would, strap on a revolver and give it a shot, see where I end up. So, it sounds interesting to me. As I was discussing with other people, somebody said, "Oh, the downside might be, less people would attend the actual national championship because they don't want to shoot, the big gun divisions." I don't foresee that being a problem. Like if for some reason they pulled CCP or Bug out of the national championship and put it over at the Sheepdog, well, then the Sheepdog would probably become more of a priority for me, even though, like I just said, the wife and family would probably be upset by it. But I don't know. I feel like I could talk them into it. So anyway, those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you think of that idea. I don't know. And then let's all petition IDPA and make it happen. So I don't know. We'll see on the next one. We got more to talk about. If you like videos like this, if you like talking about IDPA, a little bit of USPSA, check out the playlist. There's some gear reviews up there too. If you have the time and the means, check out www.dz-214.com, where you can donate to a bunch of veterans charities that we support. We think they're great. So yeah, give it a shout. We'll see you in the next one.